Facebook Marketplace, baby. You know, start selling. Think about starting to sell all your stuff that you don't need around the house anymore. Take pictures of it, post it on Facebook Marketplace. It's easy and it will make you some money. Well, what time is it? It's time to make another video. Yes, it is time to make another video, but not of, what is that anyways? Oh, stainless steel sink is in there. We're going to be replacing this countertop. Before the guy can actually come out here and measure for the new counters, he's got to have the new sink so that they've got the template. This is going to be an undermount stainless steel sink. The sink that we have happens to be a cast iron sink, and it's surface mounted over the top. Most people nowadays, they don't do that kind. They like to install them underneath the sink, but that's not what I'm going to be talking about and showing you today. I'm going to be showing you, it's all about getting this condo ready to be moved in, and one of the last things I have to do for paint-wise, before paint touch-up and all that, is I've got to paint from here down. And I've got to get it nice, tight, the wall color down next to the baseboard. Okay, all the way along here. That's one thing, one of the main things I've got to do before I can start putting most of this paint stuff away. I am so sick of painting. I've been painting off and on for at least 2.5 weeks or more. I've been doing all kinds of stuff in this condo, but hey, if you want to watch how I cut in, I'm going to cut in and I'm going to use a special little paintbrush right here. It's got an angle on it and everything. Yeah, that's all I'm going to use for that. I used to use this one here, and this is a cut-in brush that has an angle on it. I used to use that, but I found this one works just as well, if not better. If you want to watch that, stick around. And speaking of the stainless steel sink, hey, you can order all kinds of stuff online through the Home Depot, even if they don't have something at the store that you like, and you can pick something out. And you know, this had a cast iron sink in it from before, and I like cast iron. It doesn't scratch and stuff, and I've always, you know, the only pet peeve of mine about having a stainless steel sink is they scratch, and then you can't fix the scratches, and they're scratched forevermore. Well, the good thing with this, when we ordered it, it came, oh, where is it? Right here, rinse grids, set of 2. And I'm like, who would want to put those in the bottom of the sink? And I asked the lady that when I ordered this over at the Home Depot, and she says, oh, well, you just put that in the bottom, and that prevents your scratches. Then you can put your dishes in there. And I said, oh, okay, that makes sense, because that's generally where stainless steel sinks scratch anyways. And I couldn't find a cast iron white porcelain sink at their store, and I couldn't find one online to fit under counter. But even if I did, it was going to cost $1,200 for one sink. Are you kidding me? Well, this stainless steel sink here is going to work fine. It's 2 different compartments, and you can get different sizes for different compartments. And it came with those two grids. It came with some covers for here, and it also came with the strainer baskets for here. Now granted, one of these we're going to put a garbage disposal. We'll probably put the garbage disposal over here, but see, you could put garbage disposal either side. Some people put it on the small side, but we're going to put a little tray over here, because usually when I wash dishes, I just set them on a little tray here to dry, and I don't generally use the dishwasher, because it's just the 2 of us, and there's only so many dishes, you know, and then when they're dry, put them away. Nice and easy. So I usually set that up over here. So we're going to put the garbage disposal over on that side. So we're only going to need one of those strainers. But that whole thing, guess how much? $199 before tax, and it's a 16 gauge. You want to get on the stainless steel, they've got a 16 gauge and an 18 gauge. You want the 16 gauge. Don't get the 18 gauge because then it pops. It's very thin metal, and the 16 gauge is a little bit thicker, and it also has, I was reading something in there, and it has something about noise reduction. So there might be some pads that are stuck on the outside or something. And I thought, you know, that's pretty good for a stainless steel sink. You know, $215 I think it was with tax. Okay, so if you're thinking about installing new countertops, think about the stainless steel sinks. I mean, it's going to work. I know how to work a stainless steel sink without scratching it to all kingdom come. You know, and especially with those little grid strainers on the bottom. Just set those down there, and yeah, granted, if you want to rinse the rest of your sink out, you're gonna have to lift that up and get your sponge in there and do that. And then just set that back down there. That's all you got to do. Okay, so anyways, that's gonna work out really good. I'll show you the countertops when they get installed. Don't worry, and I'll show you a few tips, some suggestions along the way and all that kind of stuff. I'm not done with this condo renovation episode series yet. Okay, so keep watching, but the next particular video I'm gonna do is showing how to cut in wall paint from the walls down to the top of the nicely, freshly painted baseboards. And see, I've already done it along this wall. Doesn't that look nice and straight? Look at that. I did that with that little cut-in paintbrush, and I ended up actually cutting around these door frames yesterday. Okay, look how straight that is. I did that with that little paintbrush. Okay, I didn't use any masking tape. I went around these doors. Here's another one. I went around this door. Nice. Look how straight that is. I mean, good grief. I'm not even a painter. I'm not even a professional painter, and I got that paint nice and straight. Okay? Look at that. And I did all that, and I had just a little bit of paint left to do some cut in. And I cut in the top bit of around the cabinets, up at the top where the scribe mold is, scribe trim. I did that. I even painted down in here. I didn't really have to paint this section here because, my word, the stove's going to fit in here, but I did it anyways just because the other paint was 15 years old. I didn't want the cooties coming back from the old paint and all the grime and all that kind of stuff. So I went ahead and did my duty, cut it all in, cut this in, cut that in, up in there. Look how nice that is. Did that with that little paintbrush. Cut, and then I had a little bit of extra paint, so I cut in where the baseboard is. Yeah, I still have to put that plastic cover around that. I have to put the cover plate on that so I can push this refrigerator back in there. And then I had just a little bit of paint left, and I wanted to use it up before I got into my next gallon. And so I had enough to cut in that, to cut in, you know, in through there. And I had a little bit more, so I squeaked out enough for that. Did it with the little paintbrush. Nice and straight along there, up to there. Oh yeah, that's right. I even did this little section. Okay? And I've got to get into that other paint now. Because see, I haven't finished. I got to finish this today. And I'm going to make a quick video of showing how to use that paintbrush the proper way. Okay? You can start doing your own painting. I want you to start doing your own paintings and cutting in your baseboards, cutting in your door frames, your window stools and aprons around windows and around cabinets. See, looky here. I still have to cut in around this cabinet. I forgot to do that the other day. My word, I forgot. See? I was so worked on getting all the other stuff and cutting in around this door frame here, and then I almost forgot to finish the inside corners, because when I cut in the ceilings before, I went down, you know, yay far, and then I left the other, and I was like, okay, well, I hope I remember to do that. So I cut all that stuff in yesterday. It cracked me up. I was so intent and focused on that. I only wanted to have the baseboard left, and I cut this in, and somehow, look at that. I missed this section right here. I didn't even paint that. So, hey, when you get done painting and stuff, you stand back and you start looking around, and you'll see other things you need to paint. You know, and so that's what I'm going to show you next. Keep watching my home renovation, condo renovations episode, whatever episode this is, 1 through who knows how many. But hey, I'm not done yet, so of course you're in luck, because that means I'm going to make more videos of this series just for you.